Hello everyone, very warm welcome to all of you. Today we are going to discuss about a topic that is green growth. And let me start this topic with a background story, and then only you will be understanding about this topic, what is the relevance of this topic. The background story is like many countries in the world wanted to develop their economic growth. For the economic purpose, they relied on the natural resources. On the natural resources, they utilized them. So, by the effect of this, they found the environmental degradation. Degradation and the climate change. These two events were there due to the effect of the economic development. So, as we are growing the economy with the effect of the developing countries, but the environmental degradation is also there. So how can we make a kind of sustainable way or a kind of coordination between the economic development as well as the environmental activities? So for providing this, there is an alternative, that is the green growth. So what is green growth all about? Green growth provides a sustainable use of natural resources for the purpose of economic development. What kind of activities does it involve? Let us understand that it involves the reduction of pollution, environmental pollution, reduction of greenhouse gases. It involves the resource efficiency and optimization. It involves the investment in the renewable energy sources. First of all, let us understand what is renewable energy sources. You would have understood and heard this in newspapers in many times in the TV channels about the renewable energies and all. So renewable energies are the energies which are available in the world or in the earth in ample amount, in unlimited amount, and which doesn't harm from any way to the environment. These kind of sources are called the renewable energy sources. Let us understand them by the examples. The first energy is solar energy. Solar energy is generated with the use of the electricity, or you can say light energy of the sun, and light energy is converted into the electric energy, that is called the solar energy. It is converted by the photoelectric cells and different thermal cells. The second one is the wind energy. Wind energy, how does it benefit us? The kinetic energy of wind is utilized into the electrical energy by the use of the turbines. Third one is the hydroelectric energy. Hydroelectric energy is the also kind of kinetic energy of water. When the water is flowing, then the kinetic energy of water is utilized with the help of the turbines into the electricity. This is also kind of renewable energy source, which will never be diminished, or which will never be lost, which will always be there. The fourth one is the geothermal energy. The As we already know, we would have learned about this topic like in class 6th, in class 5th. The earth consists of three layers like crust, mantle, and the core. And we already know the core has a lot of heat, so the heat energy of the core we can utilize. So this is called the geothermal energy, when the heat energy of the core is utilized into the energies. The fifth one is the biomass energy, where the different organic materials, organic waste like wood, like different trees, organic wastes are converted into the energy. The seventh one is the uh, tidal energy. Tidal energy, you would have understood about the concept of Jwar and Bhata, and this is due to the attraction force of the moon in the oceans of the earth. So earth oceans are getting kinetic energy. So the kinetic energy of the ocean is converted into the electricity using the underwater turbines. So these are the sources of the renewable energies. So that energy is utilized in the green growth. So you'd have understood, I hope, about the renewable energy. Let us talk about the benefits of the using the green growth. So it will definitely enhance the economic development. It will generate the new industries and the jobs in the agriculture sector. It will definitely protect the environment. And the third thing is it will improve the social equity. Why will be the social equity? Due to the job opportunities in the society, there will be the social equity definitely, and the clean water will be available to all of them. The health wise issues will be solved, and the sanitation in everything will be there. Let us talk about the challenges. If it is that much of beneficial, so why are we not able to implement this? Why are we not implementing? Because of the some challenges. What are the challenges? Let us understand them. For implementing the green growth, There are fundamentally three things required. The first thing is green technology. Green growth is dependent on the green technology, the new innovative technologies we need, but we don't have that, and it involves the cost. The second one is the sustainable infrastructure. Sustainable infrastructure is also required, but it also depends on the cost, very costly, and the renewable energy sources. Like I've told you about the renewable energy sources, but these are very costly to be utilized. So the cost factor is there. This is a kind of challenge for us for developing these three things. And the second challenge is about the political will. There is a political will, definitely. Do we want to implement it or not? Is it the first priority or not of the political leaders? So it depends on them as well. The third challenge is technological advancement or technological obstacles. We don't invest in the technologies or in innovations about the green technologies, so we don't find any of the researches, we don't find any of the innovations. So how can we get the technology? These are the three challenges which are mostly there. Let us talk about the way forward. What is the way forward that we can have? Because of that, we will definitely be developing it. So like as a consumer, we are the consumer and producer also. So as a consumer, what we can do for the purpose of developing green growth? So the sustainable consumption. What is sustainable consumption? Like buying locally produced goods. The first thing that you can do is buy. You have to buy the locally produced goods only, locally produced food and everything like that. What will be the effect of this? When you buy the locally produced goods, then the locally produced good will be consumed by the local people, and it will not be remaining, so that it will not be sent to that much of amount to the other places. So transportation expenditure, transportation part will be minimized. Due to the transportation, carbon emission happens, so carbon emissions will also be minimized. So there is a kind of linkage between this. And the second thing, reducing food wastage. You have to reduce the food wastage, so that ample amount of food will be generated and it will be enough for the local people to be for the consumption. And the third thing is using public transport. The more you are using your own car, your own bike and all of those things, the more you are harming the environment. So you have to mostly try to use the public transport system. The second thing, these are the three things for the consumer purpose. Now let's talk about the second way forward, that is sustainable infrastructure. It involves different electric vehicle charging stations. Like we know, electric rickshaws are there, which are already there in India, but we don't have the electric vehicle charging stations. These has to be developed in the sustainable infrastructure. And the public transport system, a very smart public transport system has to be there. There should not be kind of like crowd or the mismanagement of the people in the buses and trains and all of those things. This should be very smartly, this should be handled very smartly. And the bike lanes has to be there. In this line the bikes has to go in all traffic systems also, so that the more stoppage will be there for the bikes. The more transport system, or you can say the road systems will be there, the more easily the people can travel, and the less amount of carbon emission will be there. And the third one is green innovation funding. We have to invest, we have to provide the funding for the students, for the engineering students, for the people, so that the green innovations can be developed. This is one of the way. And the last one is the sustainable tourism initiatives. Tourism industry is a kind of way, a kind of opportunity for us to promote the green growth. How can we do this? What are the what will be the benefits of this? When we promote the tourism industry, the first benefit we get, the cultural preservation. The people will definitely be providing the cultural preservation. They will preserve their culture, they will show the culture for the tourists, and that will result into the cultural preservation. The second thing is the community engagement. The community that is related and associated with that particular culture will definitely be engaging in preserving that culture. So community engagement will be there. Different kind of prosperities in the society will be definitely be there. So this is the second benefit. The third benefit is the it will minimize the carbon footprints when we are preserving our culture with the use of the green growth. So these were the way forwards from my side. If you have any of the other ways, then definitely do write in the comment section. I will let me know about this as well. Thank you very much.